Well, well, if it isn't the heir to the throne of Adrelon, come to peruse my selection, your grace, or... Nah, I know. Based on your expression, I reckon you got something in mind already, don't ya? Thought so. Well, your grace, I typically let customers browse for themselves a while. But I know my ranch ain't exactly accessible for the visually impaired. So I hope you'll give me the honor of giving you the grand tour. Yes, I know. You already got your purchase in mind, but I'm damn proud of my livestock. If you insist on skipping the tour, I wouldn't dare argue. But I do hope you're interested in the vast array of beasts I got. You will? Well, ain't that just the best news I heard since the coronation and immediate assassination of the late Reldon Queen? Here's the Pegasi won't mean a ton to you, but they're specifically bred to be pure black, then enchanted with an obsidian sheen. Few Pegasi have black fur, and even fewer have pure black wings to boot. Ahead, we got a few jackalopes. They look like rabbits with antlers, but don't be fooled. Vicious little things those are. What? Just 'cause they look like rabbits don't mean they don't have... Just 'cause... What? What? Just 'cause they look like rabbits don't mean they got anything in common with them. These got venomous saliva and these got venomous saliva, and their antlers snag into flesh to tear it off. These ones are satiated right now. Pray that you never be within a mile of a hungry jackalope. They track you by scent and would devour you before anyone can see him coming. I'm only exaggerating a little, your grace. Just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. Let's move on, shall we? Ugh. You smell that, your grace. We ain't gonna go much closer to the minotaurs. They reek of cow pies, and I don't care for that much. They're probably the most gentle of the monsters I got here. Not sure why they got a reputation for violence, but they're rather docile, subhuman or not. They can be decent conversationalists when they don't smell like shit, if you'll pardon my language. Still, money's money, and I don't get paid to give a shit about morality. Do you smell the sulfur? Those are imps. I think I'm distantly related to one or two of them, but I ain't got any love for my family. And they ain't got no love for me neither. I know the right loopholes to force them into servitude without their consent. Of course it can be done. If you wanted, say, a dozen of these little shits as slaves, I would write up the contract as if they were mere objects and it would still be binding. Only works with lesser demons. Any other sapient being ain't so easy to control with a pact. Not against their will, at least. You probably noticed the temperature drop just now. Didn't think I'd have another infestation so long after I damned the last one, but Seems I was mistaken. Severed angels. Fragments of angels that went wrong. From the scent of them, this swarm used to be part of those wheels. At least it's not them burning ones. They's far more annoying to deal with. Oh, I'll get rid of them later. I know you royal folk don't like to be kept waiting. The enclosure to the left is where I kept my griffins, but I sold the last one to a circus. The enclosure to the left is where I kept my griffins, but I sold the last one to a circus a month ago. Kept a Sleipnir for a while, but no one seemed to have much interest in buying it. And when it escaped last year, I didn't bother chasing it. Might have destroyed a town or two, but who cares? It got butchered anyway. Up ahead is a half-lich. Poor sap that thought they could cheat death without having to give nothing up. So the price was their entire autonomy. Found this one following the orders of some random kid that realized it would listen. If I do sell it to you, I'll have to bind its ability to see and hear anyone but you, or it could easily be turned against you. It follows any order if you give it nice and hard. And here's the cream of the crop. My prize capture. A basilisk. These babies are rare. Related to the extinct cockatrice. But this one's only endangered. They say if you look in its eyes, you die. Of course, that wouldn't be a problem for you, your grace. Over there's a werewolf pack I caught. They're in human form right now, but I need to keep 'em wrapped in them silver chains. Some folks say it's inhumane, but they ain't human. Not in Adrelon. Not legally. And, oh, you want to go back to the basilisk? Oh, I see. Clever, clever. A gaze that kills anyone who looks would be the perfect companion for the blind royal heir. Now for the price. I think 4 would be a sufficient number of souls to sign over. Yeah, the souls of servants would do just fine. Alright then. Hey, basilisk! You got a new owner now. You paid for them, you hear? They're the royal heir to the kingdom, and if you cause them any problems, I'm contractually bound to give a full refund and execution of my former livestock. Well, I'll take my payment now. Paid in full. I can dispose of the bodies if you need, by the way, your grace. Oh, and here's a manual how to take care of it. Afraid I don't have a copy with raised print, but most royals have folks to take care of things like this on their behalf. Well, I'll see you, your grace. Always a pleasure doing business with your family.
Hi, it's Ginger Neutral here. Thanks for listening to my audio.